What is up, guys, and welcome. On today's video I'm gonna be doing a little experiment on my XF. So we're here inside my XF, and as you all know, we have this digital gauge where you can check how much oil you have. It's right there. On mine it's supposedly it's all the way full, and in order to do this you have to run the car and then shut it off and wait for like 10 to 15 minutes, and then use turn on the accessory, and then you press this button right here until you see this screen right here. And on my case is completely full, as you can see, level okay. So as you can see, this engine takes 7.7 quarts. I usually do 8. Real quick, guys, I want to show you the M52 is ready to be assembled. So we need a couple more gaskets and we can start assembling this motor. And I don't know about you guys, to everyone that has this digital gauge, I've always been curious if this thing is accurate. That's the same reason I always add 8 quarts instead of 7.7, because I don't really know if it's actually accurate. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I've seen a bunch of 5.0 V8 engines on these cars that are blowing up due to low oil, and not too much about high horsepower. I haven't seen any 5.0 up for high horsepower. It's always for running low oil, and that makes me think this is actually the reason. Most people see the gauge and they think they have enough oil, as you can see, but in reality it's probably like 2 to 3 quarts down. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm doing this video. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drain the oil and then measure how much it comes out. As you guys seen, it was showing full. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drain the oil and then I'm gonna measure it, and then if it's less than 6 quarts, then I'm gonna think the system's not working properly. If it shows more than 7, then I'm gonna think it's working and there's really no issues, because by the time it gets to half, let me turn it on again. By the time it gets to half, it's probably like around, I'll say 6.5, which is enough oil. But anything less than, I'll say 5.5 or 6, it's probably already bad for the motor. So yeah, I'll be surprised if it has more than 7 quarts. I do have a couple oil leaks, and it's been a while since I changed my oil. So this is the oil that I'm going to be using. I got some Pennzoil, some Castrol, different weights. So you could see my filter right there. And I get all these for free, so that's why I got different brands, different weights. I've been doing it like this for few years now, and motor runs pretty good, no issues. I also like adding this oil treatment. All right, guys, so we're back. I had to run to the store real quick, and we're gonna catch our oil on this. As you can see, it's completely empty. Nothing comes out of it. I see how much oil we get out of this motor. Let me grab the light real quick. Okay, so let's see. So you can see I have a couple oil leaks. That's what it looks like. We're gonna wait for it to drain completely, and then we'll measure it, see how much it is. All right, guys, so here we are. The oil is still draining. So now I'm gonna remove the oil filter housing, and what I like to do is to unhook this PCV line. You just push these two little clips and it comes right off, so that way you can have more room to work with. All right, guys, so here's the oil that we just got out of the car. But before we measure how much it is, I'm gonna put the new oil back in the engine. So here's the first one, the 1030. All right, guys, so before adding another quart, I decided to go inside and check the oil, and check this out. So with 6 quarts in the engine, it's showing 0 right there in the gauge. So imagine if you had 6 quarts and you came in here and checked your oil level, and you see this means you need to add oil, which of course you do, because we're missing what, 2 quarts. So that makes me think the system is actually working. All right, guys, so this is number 7. Here we go. Oops. All right, guys, so we're back in the car. I added another quart. Let's see what it shows. And look at that. With 7 quarts, it shows level okay. Okay, guys, so we just went in there and checked the level, and it's showing it's completely full. So now I'm gonna see if there's 7 quarts in here. All right, guys, so we got all the oil poured into these containers. As you can see, it's all empty. There's nothing in here. And check this out, we were able to get 8 quarts out of the car. So I'm surprised, actually, not only because it's accurate, but also because I pulled out the same amount of oil I added months ago. Even though I have a couple oil leaks and I've always been draining my catch can. So after seeing this, I think it's pretty accurate. As you can see, we're able to get 8 quarts out of the car, and it was showing on the gauge, it was showing that I was full, which it was. We got 8 quarts.